I feel like you guys bully me so much?
Because that's correct. It'd be weird if you didn't feel like that.
That's what I sent Slav to. That we bully Nikki.
That's a good one.
Anyway, we're here now on this cool new virtual tabletop.
Until we can be on the same table all together one day.
Perhaps. Maybe.
Like, that's my dream, you know?
You think America can handle me?
Yes!
You're insane.
It handled me. I'm like twice as bad as you.
Wow, okay, now it's a competition.
It is a
It is, I'm the
competition.
worst.
Guess what?
Okay.
You can't do that in person
No
without
rebuttal.
causing an incident.
Let's see.
But international incidents aside, let's play the fun game. Who remembers what happened last time?
I fucked around.
And found out.
No, we actually didn't find out. We don't know what we're doing yet.
Okay.
We found out that Claw's brother is in the capital and he's all kinds of fucked up.
Oh
And
yeah,
he's not
yeah.
asleep. And he's not asleep.
He's got a big monster arm. Or is it just his hand? I think it was just his hand.
It was just his hand.
It was his hand, yeah. Claw also found out that somehow he's related to
Albrecht.
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 That's concerning. But
I mean, everyone wants to be friends with the big old demon lord, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, fair, but knowing that he's related somehow is like, okay.
Maybe it's one of those
And,
things like all the demons are related to each other.
That's fucked up, man. I don't think you could say that.
Would have had a lot more than 4 relatives then.
Yeah.
True.
Most of the party crashed the Timbers cruise ship and reverse Shanghaied them to Bjergton.
We did. We did have a good party. Except Saris. Saris almost shat and cried himself to death.
Shang load them onto land.
I don't know why
Hello?
that got me.
Hello. You guys also learned that Wick and Cirrus have something in common. That being that they are the last of their lines.
High
Which is-
five! Yeah!
Entirely true with Wick. He just doesn't have any quote unquote
yeah.
relatives.
Yeah.
There's plenty of other fucking. There's Warforged. There's Brazier.
Yeah.
Family is the friends that you made along the way, and that's why we're family.
He can build
That's
a wife
right. That's right.
or a husband.
He will do no such thing.
Lathia too.
Oh no.
No!
Electric Boogaloo.
So is
ready
Lathiar
for
like
your
your
insertion.
trad wife?
I think Lathiar's probably closer to like his Tulpa.
I don't know
I
what that
mean,
means, but I'm offended
In
by
the
it.
Tulpa in the new sense, yeah.
And strictly speaking, Lathiar's
Quote
like
unquote.
Wick's Cortana, which is not perhaps a no, I guess. I don't like that. I don't want to think about that. Let's fucking get moving.
Yeah. Cortana
I'm
or
ready for
no.
insertion.
Cortana or no. We pick up here at the afternoon of the 2nd of Cult.
Lost Cirrus.
Uh-oh.
God, everyone's having
Boys.
fucking issues tonight.
Sloth kill.
It's just one of those nights. What can you say?
Well, while we're waiting on Sloth to get back, Matt, I actually noticed there's a mistake on my sheet. I had a menacing strike on there as a placeholder for silencing strike. How do I get that out of the compendium?
Oh, you might not be able to. You might have to make it a custom thing.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah. I'll worry about that later.
Yeah.
I have
know
to
what
shoot
this-
anyone in the throat.
I don't know what this song I'm listening to is, but it's a bop. I like it.
I mean, worst comes to worst, I can just roll the fucking
Yeah.
maneuver die and
Yeah, we know what you got.
yeah.
It should still be a note on your beyond sheet that you could pull from.
Yeah.
And Sirius's power went out, so
Oh,
hopefully we will be back
Jesus.
soon.
Oh
God.
no.
Damn it,
Tonight
Florida.
is not our night.
Oh, it's not. We're off to a fucking start.
Actually, let me just test this. No selected or assigned actor. Oh, I'm getting that old thing.
Well, we can fuss with it in beta tonight and then fix it in the coming weeks. But is there anything you guys would like to do with the rest of your day?
I want to fucking fly around.
It's gonna play catch with Cirrus.
I
You want to
thought,
play catch with my dad?
No.
I thought we were going to have Cirrus cast contact with the
that
plane.
too.
That too.
That too.
So all of this kind of hinges on him being here.
I'll play catch with you, Rich.
It's
Oh, no.
the catch isn't for fun. It's specific Cirrus training.
Okay, can we play specifically for fun?
No. A boy will do that with you.
Wow. I don't need this.
Just teleporting away.
I'm not your dad yet. It'll happen eventually. It happens with fucking everyone, but not yet.
You're not my dad.
I am a little your dad.
You are most
Yeah, but
certainly
you're not- but-
Whitmore.
But you're not my
That's
real
true.
dad.
There's a little dad inside of us all.
The point is, he's not my real dad. My real dad's great.
Well, without Cirrus, the linchpin of this session,
Shit.
I don't think Cirrus wants to be the linchpin of anything.
This was the one thing we didn't want to happen.
Everyone send your energy to Florida.
No, they'll use it to make meth.
So?
how do you think they power their generators?
Don't be
Sending
a
my energy to
fucking...
Florida.
Don't be a fucking narc.
The Florida doesn't have nuclear or fucking even oil power. They just have meth heads on giant hamster wheels.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Powering the Blighttown elevator.
Yeah.
So, okay. What can we do without Cirrus? I mean, we could kind of pretend for the spell, like we can just kind of gloss over that. He casts it, you know?
No, this was gonna
He's
be a
gotta
good
make
character
saves.
moment for him.
He's gotta be
It,
here
it
for
sure
that.
fucking was. God damn it. What else could we do?
Yeah, I mean, for the time being, you can just, like, assume he's not in the headspace to be casting.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's
What else can we
mid-afternoon.
do together?
I don't know. We did like all of the downtime shit last session. This was supposed to be like actually getting together and
The uptime.
planning tonight.
Yeah.
I'm flying around.
Oh, this sucks.
I'm gonna do a loop-de-loop.
Fuck.
Matt, do I do a loop-de-loop with my 27?
Well, you privately rolled that, so I don't even get to see it, but...
How the fuck? It's a self-roll. Interesting. Well, I rolled a 27. I promise you.
I believe you, Scout's honor. You do a loop-de-loop.
Fucking sick.
What can we figure out here?
At the record show.
Okay, all right. So last session we were talking about where the time branches are,
Yeah.
and one of the locations was Emercia, and the other two were countries we have never heard of. Maybe we should do some research into those.
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There
That's
was something
something.
with the salty place as well.
Onomancer
Well, if we're
Chipper,
talking
to the library.
Oh my god, is the book club finally happening? Oh my god, I've been waiting for this day.
I
can't believe it's
suppose it
finally
is.
happening.
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay, so do we all know? Does the Dewey Decimal System is that employed here in this
And-
timeline?
Not in so much a sense, but broadly, yes.
Okay, what is your book categorization library system called here, Matthew?
The Empire has a robust bureaucracy. I'm sure they have some kind of filing system.
Yeah.
Exactly, which is why I want to know the name so that I can have it like tattooed on Chipper's forehead.
It is the Imperial Regulations Register.
Okay, the IRR.
Mhm.
Yeah, the IRR. That's what we're going with. That flows off the tongue better. The IRR. Is everybody familiar with the IRR system? Everybody know what they're looking for? If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to ask. And she's gonna like grab Wick's hand, even though it's like up, and and she's gonna attempt to drag. If I have to roll a strength check, I will do so.
I mean, no, he's going to the library with you. He was
sweet.
not planning on
Sweet.
resisting.
No, it's okay. Most
My
people
sweet,
resist.
my sweet,
people
adorable
resist.
chipper. What is the system?
Yes? Oh, the IRR system? Well, if you would like, and then the next 20 minutes is her explaining the IRR filing system.
Fantastic. I know less now.
Great.
But
Probably
anybody who is looking, this will be a group investigation check. So
Rex,
Now,
Rex
I do
there. He's
have
not
a-
looking.
Okay, but I do have a feat.
mhm.
I have a feat.
Ah.
Yeah,
That's
your
right.
background.
You've got your background feed.
it is my background, yes. And it's something to do with... Hold the fuck on.
Paul's getting dragged
Uh,
in, so he might as well help.
When you attempt to learn or recall a piece of lore, if you do not know that information, you often know where and from whom you can obtain it. Usually the information comes from the library, scriptorium, universities, blah, blah, blah. DM might rule that your knowledge is seek to... doesn't have anything. It just says in my background that I'm good at libraries,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we will treat your roll as a 20 for the purposes of this group check.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
Oh, and my investigation is a +6, so it'd be 26.
Oh, that's painful.
That's a
Alright.
21 from me.
Nope.
12.
Somehow it's 12.
Okay, so that's
Not even looking for anything
41,
specific.
67 on the group check. That is more than good enough. Clonomir probably pretty distracted, you know.
Yeah,
Yep.
his mind's elsewhere right now.
Lot of books. This place is really fucking boring. There are things to punch, but people keep telling you shouldn't be punching them.
Can't believe it.
We just ruin everything, don't we?
But you do find a number of books. You are looking into the lands of Kargenwald and Adresia. And you find a number of books, mainly about Adresia, because Adresia is still a known land. It is far to the southwest. It is about as far south as Pekrova and about halfway to where Amercy would be longitudinally. So it would be quite a trip, but many of the books describe Adresia as this bountiful land, or not necessarily bountiful, it's kind of divided land. Half of it is this sweeping desert scape that is, in your readings of it, incredibly beloved by druids for some reason. Apparently, despite the fact that there is a great tree in the west over the mountains that kind of divide the continent long ways, the desert seems to be the place that has the largest concentration of druids. On the other side of the mountain, it speaks of a land of orcs and elves that kind of commingle, with the orcs being the residents of the local woods, and being kind of, because you're getting these sources from a number of books. A lot of them are like first-hand kind of like works from explorers who have traveled the world to catalog the many secrets of Herat. They describe the elves as being incredibly friendly, magically curious sorts, who see the tree as some kind of link to the outer realms, this place where anything seems possible. It just takes the right kind of person finding out. But it describes the orcs as completely closed off, people who have what they need and are not at all interested in what people have to offer them. A lot of it, in some accounts, kind of comes off as like almost talk or writing down to them. It's got that kind of like kind of early explorer talk in it, but other accounts are more favorable and say, you know, these people have what they need. They're not too dissimilar from us in that, you know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I have to presume at least one of these books that we found is just wildly racist.
Incredibly so, yes. It also talks about another book you find talks about some other facets in the desert specifically. It talks about how the entirety of the desert is connected by this massive Underdark network, with its own societies in it that interact with the druids in the surface. There is this kind of commingling, and new kind of druidic magics have been found in this Underdark. Lots of development of natural magic is done. It also, since you guys rolled relatively well on your group check, a couple books you find make absolutely no illusions that there are a shitload of vampires living underneath Adresia.
No.
Oh, this is the place you were telling us about.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little bit of a preview. Okay. Well, all this is very interesting, but it is impossibly far away. Time is of the essence now more than ever. We can't... To commit the time to travel here and investigate it's too risky.
The other books you find are very old. So much so that it's like written, like when you find like an old ass book and it's written in English, but it's written in like that old fucking English and it's like hard to understand. That's the kind of shit you're finding here.
They got the fucking thorns and the F's.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
It's Urianger talking in text.
Absolutely. This book talks about the land of Carden Ald, which is supposed to be a great land to the east, a kingdom easily Vildalg's twin in size. Kind of tracking the time, because Chipper's a true blue fucking nerd, an absolute genius. She is able to like kind of collate dates of eras. This book easily dates back 800 something years, pre-Calamity. And it talks about how Carden Ald was this great land of magical bounty. It describes it as the last great holdout of the dragons, when men began to raise spears against them. It talks about how the Kithian began to use magic to drive them across the Vessel Sea, which you now know as the Weissloch Sea. and talks about how many of the dragons that refused to sign a peace went across to Cardinald and began to plot their vengeance. It talks about great deals of sacrifices that are supposedly made in this land in the names of Tiamat and Kestrel. It also talks about local populace, about wise and sagacious orcs who welcome the dragons and all other travelers. It talks about these broken up island chains that are just dustings of rock in open sea. It also talks about a native population of what it terms curious elves, whose pale blue skin is flecked with star-like freckles.
Oh, I wish Slot was here for this.
But being as how it was written that long ago, it does not speak any further on what might have happened to Cardinald after the Calamity. Because, as you know, the Calamity is when the Salt Wall was formed.
And yet, there is a hole. Curious. I'm afraid it's much the same situation. We simply can't hazard the time on the chance of perhaps finding something. For all we know, a wayward ship careened into the salt wall and left that hole as a result before it sank. I find all this quite intractable. Does anyone else have any thoughts on the matter?
No thoughts are empty.
What? Look, I rolled an 8. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Cole is very distracted. It's, yeah.
I don't even know why we're in a library. Where's your next big adventure taking you now?
We're
What's the next big venture? Reaving is an adventure.
Can I roll to kill myself?
So,
Before you didn't. Princess, we've already
What if I
discussed.
just- What if she fails an acrobatics check?
You got
we're
wings.
Yeah, well.
I mean, you're probably strong enough that you could like pull your own head off your neck if you wanted to.
No, I just mean like I'd do a somersault or something and fucking and at a disadvantage.
Just
maybe just careen into a fan.
try to
Yeah,
do a
maybe.
flip and break your own neck.
Yeah,
Look what I can do.
That happened to my guy Spider-Man.
that's so sad.
We're likely going to the Feywild to petition your people for aid, but the time dilation effect. There's a very real chance we could enter and exit, and the world will have ended already.
Yeah, it's not so bad. And you can stay in the Feywild.
That sounds awful.
Why?
Because
Can
from what
bring
I
back-
read of the Feywild, it's not very great for people that aren't Fey.
Also, there's
Surely we can accommodate a few people, maybe.
The destruction will eventually catch up with the Feywild. You understand that, don't you?
In theory.
Well, consider this much. Non-Fey entities can enter the Grove with impunity. Now, subject to some of the Feywild's various effects and charms, yes, but they can enter regardless. Which means the teeming masses of undead and aberrant would be free to sack the forests.
I see.
And there's really no guarantee that the Feywild would be spared the more direct effects of the necromantic taint.
It's very serious for the entire world, not just for Dog. Shimmering Grove is a part of this as well, whether they want to be or not, whether they know it or not. So,
This is, generally speaking, the case we intend to make.
I mean, it will also come to the realization that things are different, like, because monk level 15 is timeless body, so you can probably sense that something is up with, in of itself, it's like, things are different. Maybe the time dilation from the Feywild is not affecting her or anything anymore.
Yeah.
That's great for her.
No, as in, like, it would... Time dilation not affecting her, I mean, it would be like she's the same as everyone else because she's timeless now.
Yeah.
So, going in, coming out, she would probably be affected by the fucking time dilation too. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
There are ways around that. But...
which is what we are pursuing, yes.
Yes.
Oh, now I'm up to speed. Okay.
Yes, as I understand it, our options are to go to one of 3 very faraway places or somehow make contact with the Oberon, which is the Archfey of Archfey. Do I have that right?
Correct.
That's what it is.
I've no concept of how we would do such a thing.
Unfortunately, my lovely dear Cirrus is having a bit of a tummy ache right now. So we'll have to wait until he's done.
Being around the people on that boat really took a lot out of him.
Punch is great.
I
so
did
weird.
my best to keep him hydrated.
I'm sorry. Look. I figured maybe, getting down and being with some people. I read somewhere in a book. It's. Oh God, I forgot what it's called. It's exposure therapy.
I see.
Yeah.
Matt,
Mm-hmm.
can I risk a history check to see if she would know anything about the branches?
I'm not risking anything.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
I'm risking it because I have a -1.
It's not like something bad's gonna happen if you fail.
Yeah, you just won't recall anything.
Nope.
Yeah, nothing more than has already been kind of established.
A mayor lives in the moment.
Yeah.
Timeless.
Eh.
The moment is every moment, now and forevermore. Well,
Perhaps
want to see if they have Scrabble.
the High Odomancer would be able to help, or some other Fey. Do we have any Fey experts?
It always comes
Hello.
down to this. When all else fails, just bother the High Onomancer.
Look, he's
Well-
not bothered. He loves us.
He's
No,
he's so tired every time we see him.
Yes, but it
I am
doesn't
a
mean
Fey
he
expert.
doesn't love us. You know what I mean? Chafu?
That's a
I
good
don't think
question, though. Do we have anyone who's like knowledgeable in Fey lore at our disposal?
I don't think a 10 helps me
Within
prove that.
the Concord.
Yeah.
You could ask. You could ask the professor.
Yeah,
That is always
that-
the easy answer.
Literally what I just said.
I know. Do I know if before we make the trip, do I know if the Onomance professor knows much about Fey wild, Fey magic?
He's
Did he
never
ever
really
teach
made
any classes?
commentary about it, but
Okay.
I mean, someone who's been around in academia as long as him, he could.
I
There's-
fear if we keep confronting him with subjects outside his area of expertise, he will eventually suffer some kind of psychiatric trauma. But
He's
perhaps he can refer
fine.
us to someone more qualified at the very least.
Excuse me, he is the most qualified, okay?
He's not omniscient, Chipper.
I wonder about that sometimes.
For an academic, you seem to be very fast and loose with the idea of specialized fields.
He does have a specialized field, it's just when you've lived as long as he has, most fields are within your purview.
How old is he?
I don't know.
Then
But that's kind of the point. How long has he been the professor of what he's teaching? A few hundred years, probably more than that.
No, he's human. Probably about 30, 40 years, maybe.
Oh. I thought I remember us having a conversation of him being like super duper old.
Yeah, he looks old.
Yeah. No, as in
Or no, yeah, he looks middle-aged, but...
He's an elderly man. That doesn't mean he was around at
No.
the dawn of the Age of Fire.
No, I'm not saying that he was here at the dawn of the Age of Fire. I'm saying that he's like been in like he's been a fucking super duper wizard for like a few hundred years is what I remember.
No, he's human, and he's only had the title of High Onomancer for like 30, 40 years.
Oh,
Whether
man,
he's
we're
been
all over the
around for
place.
longer, who
Oh, I
knows?
totally misremembered that wrong.
Yep. So,
Well, we can
not
we
for
can go ask-
not for nothing. There may be some like he might know. There's some connection between onomancy and Fey bullshit. They have name shit, so it's not like completely ridiculous that he might know about the Fey a little bit, or know someone else that knows about the Fey.
They do
So
have
let's
a thing with names. That's a good point.
let's go ask. Let's go see what's up with the High Onomancer.
Okay. You guys trek up out to the tower, and as you are stepping in, or as you step in, he's kind of like going through some of his papers. Looks like he's arranging a number of what look to be almost like reports. You kind of look up. Hello there. How might I help you?
Professor.
Apologies for the intrusion.
Oh, it's no trouble at all.
We had some questions.
Of course.
How much do you know about the Feywild?
Shimmering Grove, as it were.
I know, I would say a relatively fair deal about the Somerset Grove. Is there anything specific you wish to know about?
Please don't bring up the fact that there's a fairy there. That could have explained everything, but he's too stupid to know.
This is our friend, the fairy. Well, I think we had a few questions. One of the first queries was, I believe one of the first questions was the time dilation that happens within the Feywild.
Ah, yes.
We kind of want to try to avoid that as much as possible.
Well, to the best of my knowledge, there are only, I guess, not quite two, 1.5 ways that I am aware to avoid it. The first, of course, is, there is a wood called the Life Wood, tree of great ancient druidic magic, that is supposed to be able to, You're supposed to be able to affect the passage of time as one leaves the grove.
We have been looking into that, yes.
Yes. All right.
That sounds
That's
familiar.
that one. The other one is one I might not advise, but it has historical precedent. Back when the Empire was young, when the Empire was at war with the House of Crowns, there was a mission that sent the first Inquisitor, one Adagio Malrang, through the Grove as a means to cross the mountains quicker. And as part of that process, the High Inquisitor made a pact with some powerful Fae and severed his soul to allow his people through. As I'm to understand it, that severance has become a part of the Fae realm of some sort. I've never been, of course, but it got an entire Imperial army through the Grove.
Was that fatal?
Oh no, he lived a full life, though he was certainly never the same. At least according to historical texts.
What are the chances that his protection remains, that we would be... well, that they would still honor that agreement after all this time?
I have no idea. I wouldn't bet on it. It's been nearly 400 years.
But the method is proven.
Yes.
So one of us would have to sacrifice part of our very mortal souls in order to bridge the gap.
If they are even willing to make that deal again, I don't know. I can hardly vouch for much of the Fey politic.
Could I not simply punch you all across?
Hey, this is
Moving
this is our
Or, you know, simply grab one person and then...
Well, crossing the grove is no problem. I mean, you have an airship. The mountains are only so high. But it seems to me you wish to traverse the grove and come out undiluted. Which,
Precisely.
yes.
Under normal circumstances, the prospect of entering a place and then coming out tens or perhaps hundreds of years later would be daunting, but, well, the clock is ticking. And the life as we know it is at stake.
Indeed.
hey, I'm gonna go take a shit. I'll be right back.
It is
There it
officially a
is.
session.
Thank you.
Damn you.
Let's see. How have you been?
We are-
46 minutes in.
Oh, look, look, it's gonna happen. That's just that's how
You-
the body works.
The body doesn't work in that if you don't tell us, you will die. You
We
could
gotta-
just excuse yourself
The
like a
session
normal
is
then-
person.
But then
thusly
y'all,
consecrated, like breaking a champagne bottle on the side of a maiden ship.
She specifically after that kind of reaction, so...
I'm not after any sort of reaction. I'm just shitting. I'm going. Goodbye.
Okay.
Have a good poop.
Bingo card, free
Ye-
space.
Are gonna sort of have to confront the fact that Cirrus isn't making it to this session, so we're gonna have to sort of.
Come up with something else to do.
Nope, that's not what I was gonna suggest. I was gonna suggest we sort of gloss over some of the we power through, and then we come back and do the scene proper when he returns.
Maybe.
But
Perhaps.
But otherwise, we are just gonna be spinning our wheels.
Yeah.
So.
Sometimes it do be that way.
Yep. If you
Wait.
We can just do it over audio.
Matt, why would contact other plane result in combat? Matt? Hello?
Oh no, but I mean, like,
No.
if you guys go into the grove after that.
Oh,
combat,
yeah,
that
yeah,
can-
okay.
right,
All right.
that could happen afterwards.
Oh, boy.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
we want to at least get this RP moment in.
Yeah.
For sure.
He needs this. He needs a
boy.
W.
He deserves this.
And we will. Vrak and Sloth, we're gonna have a conversation and fucking play catch, and we'll do that some other time. We'll do a flashback or some shit. I don't know.
I mean, if it's just roleplay shit, we can still probably get to that. If Slot,
It is
or if
roleplay
Sirius
shit.
is, yeah, if Sirius is only here in audio form, I mean, he doesn't really have to roll for playing catch and having a moment.
It's true.
But while we get that set up, I think we'll take a little early break here. We're
Yeah.
trying to get our special boy back on, but a Florida power company has killed Cirrus, so keep him in your prayers. We'll be right back.
just don't get to smoke.
I mean, it's serious time.
It is.
And we are back.
Cirrus all over the place.
Glad that's what I unmuted for.
Can't wait for Sirius to open up the phone to another plane and then just water pours out the other side because he's crying the entire time.
Alright. So, you guys have gotten your information from Gerald, and have begun to make some considerations. Cirrus, is it time?
I guess so. But what am I supposed? What should I say? Exactly to him?
Perhaps start by telling him that our world and thusly his people are in grave danger, and we seek to aid them.
Right.
Would you perhaps like to write some of these things down beforehand?
Right. Yes. He takes out his like little fucking whatever quill. He's got like one of those quills that like writes for him.
Ah, sick. So, we need access to his private plane, however it may be, so that we can access the wood, the life wood, I believe, that would allow us free passage through the Somerset Grove. In order to rally the necessary support to aid with the ending of the Atropan threat. So, describe Atropus as you see fit. Make it clear that the threat affects them just as much as it does the rest of us, or will, perhaps, in some time. Somerset Grove likes to think that it is not a political entity, that it exists outside of the continent. That is not a luxury they have in this instance. And is there anything else? Perhaps name whoever we wish to derive support from.
Oh, that's actually a good question. Besides Oberon, the Oberon, who should we petition?
I know of precisely two entities within the Grove. Oberon and the Ashkeeper. And I am quite aware that we should not petition the Ashkeeper.
Yes.
Petition my fist in her face.
Princess, Sage, are there any other Fae that you know of in particular that might be interested? I know you mentioned that the Ashkeeper is not popular, and therefore an allyship could be forged over that mutual distaste. But in particular, any enemies that you might want to court?
So Sirius would know this, but little silly guy Sloth doesn't have access to the page at the moment.
Access to the dock.
Access to the dock. But I know there's like the Hive or something, right? But they're kind of like dickheads too.
Yeah, the Hive is incredibly warlike.
Yeah, they're kind of assholes. There's the what's the one cottage correlate?
Yo,
That would be the Autumn Court.
Yeah, they seem kind of chill. Like, from what I remember, they just relatively like hang out and like let people come in whenever they like. If like they give asylum to people who go into their court.
Asylum's nice.
There's also a dwarf that just has his own little like section of the Feywilds that he kind of chills at.
Okay.
It could be an option.
Do the Hive have any allies? Like, are the Hives are the Hive at war with the Autumn Court or what have you?
The Hive is at war with everybody. They are fighting everybody, but mainly the Ashkeeper. And then there's like the Summer Court that they got like one of the Hive members went up to the.
I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. One of the members of the Hive went up to and took over the Summer Court. So that is an ally of theirs. Yeah.
Okay. Well, do the Autumn Court and the Summer Court get along? Do we know?
Not especially. The only courts of seasons that really get along are going to be spring and autumn.
Okay.
The Summer Court is incredibly hostile to everyone, and the Winter Court is antisocial. Violently.
Okay. We may want to try everyone. We may want to try and fucking rally the Four Seasons to our side, even with these bygone, these past grievances and relations. But okay, autumn and spring, that's a twofer. That's solid. Summer and Hive are kind of a twofer, or 1.5, if you suppose. Warlake isn't bad in this instance. We are going to be doing some fighting, so
it's
being
true.
able to point some warriors at a problem doesn't suck.
It doesn't, but morally speaking,
yeah,
they are like they kind of like the antithesis of this, of like what the party I think is in vibes with in general. You know what I mean?
They're like super totalitarian.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are a hive mind. Yeah, the kind of assholes.
See, you're selling Vrak. Like totalitarian assholes are kind of his people. He can work with this.
You mean to tell me there is this totalitarian group of perfect warriors in the Fae? How do I sign up?
No.
A rigid warrior hierarchy.
Vrak's like my people.
Yeah.
I mean,
look, we're trying to prevent war, but that's only because the war happens to be bad for us, and a bunch of fucking worms suck. Like, war's not the worst thing to the Soleus Empire. It's got to be the right kind of war. Rak's not a good person. I feel like we gloss over that sometimes. Anyways, Oberon separated from all of them, so his affiliations won't necessarily matter. But I mean, yeah, I think Spring Autumn or Summer Hive are both solid, and we could even try for all of them.
There is also the court I hail from. You could try giving them contact.
Do you not hail from the Ash Keeper's Court?
No, I'm from the Western Court. And I swear I told you this, and I'm going to reprimand you later for not paying attention.
Wait. So there are seasonal courts and directional courts?
There's 14 in total.
There's 14 courts.
yes.
There were only 4.
So what is
Entirely
six?
too many. Entirely too many kingdoms.
That's too many courts.
It's too many courts.
It's just
One
enough.
court is too many courts, but...
Well, I'll start again. I hail from the Western Court.
I can assume that there are a northern, southern, and eastern court from that.
There's actually southwestern, southeastern, and all other directions.
Yes. Those are
Way too many courts.
that makes up the lower courts.
They all have names.
Yes.
It's not like we all
Names
say, "Oh, let's go
aside
south.
from
Let's go southwest."
Western.
I think we're getting a bit sidetracked. While more military aid is, of course, wonderful and we need it, our primary purpose here, I believed, was to secure protection from the Corey's dream influence.
And yes, or to have them aid us in retaking the capital, but Atropos still looms, and we will need all the help we can get in that regard.
Yes, certainly.
Our mission is twofold: support for the Civil War and support for the Celestial War.
In this respect, I believe any port in a storm.
I can't necessarily say whether or not any of the horse will be interested in politics outside of the Somerset, but
Surely the Western Court would be eager to know where their princess is.
that's true.
Surely.
That alone is significant. We already have an in with one.
That has to count for something, right?
And consequently, we have an out with anyone opposed to the Western Court.
This is true.
There's also
Well-
Zilzarest that we could contact too.
Whom?
My dragon friend. Does no one ever listen to me?
This is the first
It's
time his
very
name has come up.
There's quite a bit of this, and it's very complicated.
That's fair. Just in case you don't remember how I was contracted to go find Cirrus, make sure he's okay, bring him back.
Yes,
I might.
yes. I
Yeah,
recall.
Mutual dragon friend.
And that was Zilzarest?
Yes. No
Very
T.
well.
Yes,
Zilzarest.
I remember all this. They simply were not named.
Or the name escaped me, if they were.
Potato tomato. Anyway, Oberon first, then whatever Cirrus feels up to.
Well, you do not necessarily have to name names and talk with overall. Perhaps it is more complicated than I thought. But make clear the threat Atropos poses to all realms contained within Verdalg. Contained the entire world.
Right. Okay.
Alright.
Okay. I guess we'll go try it.
Absolutely. You
You'll do amazing, sweetie.
produce your Book of Shadows and begin to kind of recite the incantation of the spell Contact Other Plane. And spellbook. Pack magic. Contact Other Plane. Now, this requires you to make a DC 15 intelligence saving throw. Cirrus has an intelligence save of +4. Who would like to roll it?
Standing next to me, that's
Standing?
a +9.
That's right.
Can I help in any way, shape, or form?
It's
with
a
my
saving
magic?
throw.
Yeah, it's
Do you know the
I-
spell Resistance?
No.
Then do you know the spell Enhance Ability?
I don't know. I was trying to just. If I also know the spell Contact Other Plane, can I like cast it
Oh,
alongside to like I don't know half the save?
you could have just
no.
done, you could just do it.
Yeah,
he
you
probably
would
has
just
better in save, but he would know about it. So
Yeah, but the reason why I don't want to cast Contact Other Plane is because Cirrus knows the beings that they want to
Right.
contact.
Sure.
I don't.
we'll have you do it for Vandigan.
Okay.
We got his scale and all. So okay. Does anyone else want to roll it for him, or will I? Shall I?
Well, you're giving the assistance. You might as well go ahead.
Mhm.
Yep.
All right. Whoop.
Ooh.
There it is.
That is a natural 1.
Oh no!
Hey, does anyone know Greater Restoration?
Don't believe I do.
I know healing rush.
Uh-oh,
So,
Spellios.
the
Whoops.
spell fails.
Whoopsie! Poopy!
Sirius
Uh-oh.
takes
Wait,
22
do I
points.
know? Sorry, keep going.
Sirius takes 22 points of psychic damage and goes insane.
I have
Define
to
insanity.
imagine he is just inconsolably sobbing.
Oh yes, just screaming at the top of his lungs, like.
Well, not screaming. You
Oh.
you speak gibberish while you are insane
Oh.
this way. So
Is he
there is
blinded,
this
deaf, and
moment.
paralyzed, poisoned, or stunned?
No.
Then
No.
The only thing that can fix this or end this effect is a greater restoration or obviously a wish spell.
Yeah, Greater Restoration is like a specific spell.
Yeah. So
can't just-
there is
Paladins
this
don't have,
moment.
so
There is this moment as Sirius finishes his incantation and begins to speak, where his eyes just glow this radiant golden light, and tears begin to just stream out as he begins just speaking in tongues. Screaming in tongues at first.
Wick stares at this display uneasily for a moment before turning to the rest of the group and saying, "Shall we draw straws for the soul transfer then?"
I mean, I can cast it again. I have the spell as well. I can cast it if you
Oh.
would like.
Would you
is
like
there a way?
to-
Is there a way? You knowing the spell, is there a way to stop Sirius from acting like this?
Let me check.
Yeah, you would know
Oh,
the
chat
only way to
character
fix him
unidentified
is
speaker.
with a greater restoration spell.
Yeah.
Or
Greater-
until he gets a long rest.
Or we could just take a nap and, in 8 hours, he just needs some bed rest. That's all he
I
needs.
see. Ah, I see. And Frack puts Sirius in a sleeper hold.
Oh, no!
Imagine Sirius speaking Simlish and just getting choked out by fucking Brack. Oh my god.
That is not what that is not what I meant, but I guess that works, huh? And in 8 hours, he should wake up with his mind mostly intact. That's the main bit, mostly intact.
I am objecting to everything happening all at once.
Oh, this day is just going swimmingly.
It is. It's going great.
Good sign. Good sign. Good sign. Mm-hmm.
I can't-
Scoops Sirius up and gets him to a bed and puts a blanket over him, pillow, all that. Not just gonna leave him on the floor, but he does have to go to sleep now. It is bedtime. It's not up to him, so just gonna hurry that along.
Thanks for showing up, Sloth.
Yeah, GG. Great sesh.
I mean, we could also just sort of wait
skip?
in game. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, try
Chipper,
again.
if now that you have seen the risks for yourself, if you would like to, that's up to you.
At the very least, perhaps with Vandigan, if we intend for Sirius to try again,
Yeah.
make the connection.
I mean, I can definitely attempt. I can definitely attempt it.
This is probably
is-
happening in Lamalios. So Vrak goes to the mantle and grabs Vandigan's scale to give to Chipper.
Oh,
Hopefully
wonderful.
it's
That'll
double
be
point.
very helpful. Thank you very much. Any specific questions that you would like to ask? Because I get 5 questions, right?
Where
So what
is
are-
he? Can he help?
But I think can he help with? You have to be more specific.
Atropus.
Can he help with Atropus? Okay. Where is he? Can he help with Atropus? And if he says yes to that, maybe the follow-up question is, how soon can you get here?
He is Fey. He will most likely ask what is Atropos when you ask him if he can help with it.
Oh, no, this is... We're going to still leave Oberon to Cirrus. That seems the best course of
Yeah,
action.
Oh,
This is another person we know.
Yes, we're speaking of the Emperor founded Solaris.
my bad. I'm a bit
Yes.
shaken from Sirius tongues. I understood some of them.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
you
out of
would have
everybody,
understood
Amir
them.
would know.
Yeah.
Oh.
What kind
Oh.
of flavor is Sirius talking? Like what?
A lot of what Cirrus would have been screaming in that insane gibberish would be stuff like, I can see the light, I only see the light. It is blinding.
I'm just a little guy. It's my birthday.
Now, my contact other planes is a ritual spell, but because of my feet, I could do that in 1 minute. So let's do that. Let's roll that DC 15 saving throw. So how
What
do
if
I
he-
roll that saving throw?
So if you go to your character sheet
Yeah,
in the
I'm in
actors
spellbooks.
tab,
I'm looking at.
go over to your
Map?
attributes,
Yup.
and it'll
Ah.
have intelligence, and you'll click the plus 11, and then you'll add plus 5 on top of that.
I can't click the plus 11. Am I losing my mind?
Are you?
Yeah.
You don't click plus 11, you click intelligence.
Okay. Saving throw. There it is. There it is.
She can't fail this check. If it's
Is
plus
it-
11 and I'm giving her plus 5, she's a minimum plus 16.
Well, she's got to roll anything but a 1.
Yeah.
No?
Plus 5. And then.
Oh, a
public
nat 1 is
roll-
an automatic fail on a save.
22.
Oh, there was a it's you can take one of the plus. Oh, wait. Yes, plus 5 plus. Yeah, that's plus 11 plus the other 5. Yep, that's correct.
What if Sirius rolls for that call and then he fails it, but then instead of saying gibberish, everyone else hears gibberish, but to me I hear, "This Disney DVD is enhanced with Disney's Fast Play." That's how I go.
But you incant the spell, and you guys watch Chipper kind of levitate off the ground for a second, and her eyes spill out a platinum light. And Chipper, what is your first question to Vandigan Soleil's Isildur?
Where are you?
And it takes a moment, but the voice explodes in your head. It is loud, it comes from every direction, but it sounds muffled almost.
Okay.
Bound.
Okay. I think the follow-up question is it? Well, we get 5 questions. What was the second question? Can you help with the Tropus? Yeah, can you help with the Tropus?
Bound, you fucking can't.
Well, if we unbind you, can you help with a Tropus?
Well, being that
The next question would be how to unbind him.
I know, but I have 5 questions. So the first one is, what's the point of unbinding him if he can't fucking help us, even if he's unbound?
guys, we
He's
already
the
know.
Emperor.
We already know the answer to this. He was in Godhole, which means he qualifies in some respect as a god, so therefore he's bound by the fucking quarry.
I don't think that's that.
Okay, well, ask away.
I mean, I've already said my second question.
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is,
go on.
if we unbind you, can you help with the Tropus?
Yes.
Third question, how do we unbind you?
Awaken.
How do we awaken then?
Yeah,
Would be the next
how
question.
how do we awaken?
Throne.
Throne?
That's the 4th question. One more, guys.
Where is the throne?
Where is the
which
throne?
will
Yeah.
be.
Yeah, where is the throne?
Isildur.
Oh, fuck. That's. I figured that was the answer. I just didn't want it to be that.
And
That's okay.
as you ask
can I-
Very
your,
valuable info.
as you ask
Before he
your
leaves-
fifth question,
Did I say thank you for your time?
you absolutely can, but there is no response, and the
That's
platinum glow kind of leaves Shipper's eyes, and she lands back down.
Well, everyone, what do we want to go to? Do we want to go to the very, very not good place? I mean, not Chipper. Claw's brother is there. That might be helpful. That might lead to some.
It's worth noting, you are the only one who knows those answers.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
I would assume
I-
she related them to
Yes.
us first.
I will convey it to them word for word. I'm sure they heard me speaking the questions, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will reveal the answer. So we need to find the throne in the capital.
Is this a literal throne or a metaphorical one?
I believe there is actually a throne in the capital.
Where is this
There.
Isildur?
It's the capital.
Northwest. Northwest.
Back.
Yeah.
Vrak
The
takes the
place-
map back out and shows Amir.
Also, the place
Oh,
where
it's
everyone
Silver.
is falling asleep
Oh.
as soon as they
Yeah.
approach it.
It is also where Claw's brother is currently.
Claw has not shared this with the party yet.
Oh,
Only
sorry,
Brack
sorry.
knows.
Sorry. I do not say that. In fact, I just tell them that yeah, it is where the not good is. A lot of not good is happening over there, but there is a
Plan.
throne.
The rough plan was to take Isildur after rallying aid from the Grove. This changes nothing, but does put a greater emphasis on the importance of our efforts.
God damn. I thought I had something that ended sleep that I could have gone to scout out Isildur, but
But if you do, then
I
his
don't.
long rest will end, and he will still be crazy. We
No,
just
I
have
meant-
to wait 8 hours.
No,
no. I meant for
Oh.
scouting out Isildur. But I don't. I can
Yeah,
end.
Oh, sorry. Keep going.
I can end charmed or frightened on myself, but not
Yeah, not on other people.
not sleep, and not even on my I could go and find out what is causing just scout out stuff, but I can't beat sleep. I thought I could. That's all.
Nope. But Wick could, in that he can't be forcibly put to sleep, but that we don't need to do that right now.
No.
We don't need to scout. We kind of did already.
Can I ask a question? Sorry, out of character. I don't know why I'm putting on the triple voice.
No.
The sleep is magic, right?
I was kind of under the impression that the whole sleep thing was allegorical for their brainwashing.
The question is it magic?
Seems to be.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a literal sleep. They're like dream beings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in Chipper's brain dive on the guy, there were a lot of people asleep in the street, or not in the streets, but asleep, seated in their homes and shit.
Yeah. Now, the
It's a literal
question-
sleep.
So the thing is, we're scared that if we go there, we'll fall asleep, right? That's the fear.
Yeah.
A couple things are our fear. In general, it's just a big city, and they'll have an army.
Okay. I recently, upon level up, took anti-magic field. Now, it does mean that us sitting in the anti-magic field means none of us can cast, but it also means that if it's the magic in the air that's putting people to sleep, at least then we won't be asleep when the army descends on us.
And
And also worth
can you
noting.
move anti-magic field?
I do not think I can. Let me double
Then it
check
doesn't
this.
matter.
And it's also worth noting that while in anti-magic field, all of your magical items except for Kosantor and Wick's armor become
Yeah, are gone.
mundane.
Yeah.
So we got a preview of that back in Wizard Country.
So, okay. I think our next move, right now, is to just wait for Cirrus to wake back up. Let him take his long rest.
Chipper could cast it again if you want her to contact someone else.
We wanted
Wait.
to contact a third
wait,
different
wait.
guy, yeah.
So anti-magic field is centered on me. So as long as I move, it moves around me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it does move. Anti-magic field does move. It's just centered on me.
Do you have to concentrate?
That's
I
good.
do. It's concentration and it's up to an hour.
Yeah, that's
So-
not enough time to save
Yeah.
a city. So that might be useful at the time, but it's not enough.
Sorry, I'm throwing out ideas.
Yeah, theory crafting.
It's a good idea. It's good to keep in our pocket.
It's a strong tactical consideration, but we need to make more plans before we can, I suppose, either infiltrate or assault outright the capital.
The anti-magic field will be helpful in this. In that instance, it is not enough to replace warriors from the Grove. We still got to go in there.
Oh no! I was not saying that it as a suggestion of replacing warriors from the Grove.
Okay.
I'm just saying that because it's if we do end up going there, because it was just what came to mind, because that's what that's the direction we've pointed. I'm just saying that if we do end up there, even with all the warriors of the Grove with us, the anti-magic field is, I think, 10-foot sphere around me. So we could
Duly
get a
noted.
good chunk of the warriors in there with us.
The warriors won't need to be in there. That's the point of them. They can't be compelled to sleep magically. They don't sleep in general.
Oh, that's true. I forgot the Fae can't be compelled to sleep magically.
The 10-foot
forgot.
sphere also isn't actually huge. That would just about
Does
fit
that-
all of us.
Yep.
Does that count for
It's-
me?
Anyways,
It'll cover us. That's the point.
Yeah.
as a
Amir probably doesn't
fairy,
need
I
to
think
be
so.
covered. Yeah.
I think that's part of your race. Regardless, anyone disagree or want to do anything else other than fuck around for 8 hours with whatever and wait for Cirrus and then cast again. If there's another person to contact in another plane, we can have Chipper do it. But it makes the most sense mechanically and thematically for Cirrus
Or-
to try to contact
do it,
Oberon.
Yeah, I'm happy for that.
Yeah. I'm good with that.
And I suppose we ought adjourn for the day.
Was there a third guy, D? You were saying?
I was thinking, because I have been told by Lafyar that there is indeed some kind of primordial intelligence connected to the clockwork plane from which we need to get a new gear at some point. So, given that we're doing this now, it might be
Might as
nice
well.
to lay some groundwork, but I also don't
Yeah.
want to make Chipper take a bunch of psychic damage and go insane.
Literally
The chances
can't.
of that happening is 1 in 20.
Okay.
No.
all right.
If you get a nat 1 on a DC, it's not an automatic fail. A nat
Is it
1, no, a nat 1 is only an automatic miss.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, then
And
I
a
literally
20 is
cannot
just
do
an automatic
anything.
hit. Yeah,
The
there's
other
no
thing,
risk.
Yeah, there is no risk, and there's also I also have legend lore. So if we do get the name of that gear, I could legend lore it as well.
Well, since the platinum scale seemed to help, perhaps we should do this in the engine room of the airship.
I mean, I'm okay with that. That sounds like a plan.
All right. Yeah, let's go over there.
Okay.
We got to go to the telly and go over to Bjorkton, and yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys
I don't
head
think
into...
I'm immune to sleep,
You are not.
even though I'm fake.
Yeah, I think the sleep thing is mostly elves.
Yeah, elves cannot be magically put to sleep.
But it's described as a fey trait of theirs.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, but
Goblins
it's
also
not
don't
my
have it.
official-
Yeah, goblins and bugbears and all them don't have it, and they are also considered fey, so it is mostly an elven thing. Or wait, no,
Whatever.
I think goblins do have it now. I think fairies might be the odd one out.
Wow.
Eladrin do have it.
That's
Eladrin and
fucking-
elves.
Yeah,
Well,
legends
Eladrin
are.
are fucking fairy elves, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Anyway.
they're weird elves.
Anyway, you guys head to the engine room, and Chipper, you are attempting to make contact with the primordial gear.
Yep.
All right.
Do I even have to roll? Because I can't.
You do
fail?
not. You cannot fail. So you begin to float, and your eyes begin to shed that. Instead of platinum, it is a kind of muted steel color.
Mm-hmm. All right. Do I sense a presence that I'm contacting?
Oh yeah, you sense a multitude of presences.
Probably should have asked everybody what questions we wanted to prepare first.
Hey, you're mostly just asking Wick in the moment.
What's
Yeah.
up?
Yeah, I mean,
Start
No,
yeah.
by asking its name.
What is the name of the gear?
A moment passes, and you hear this chorus of 1,000 voices ring out. We.
God, they're French.
that's not the answer I want. That's not the answer.
It's some kind of plural entity.
Yes. Should I ask if they as a collective have a name, or is that not worth asking?
No, I think that's about as good an answer as we're likely to get. I'm trying to think of how to ask how we can get another gear. Is that like, does that fly as a question, I guess?
I believe they're only allowed to give one-word answers. So you want questions that can, like, definitively give you one-word answers.
Yeah, but there's no reason you can't give background info in the beginning of your question.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ask if their plane can be reached from the outside.
Can your plane be reached from here?
Yes.
Alright, that's good. Okay, 3 more questions.
It's all you, Wick.
How can we make contact with you?
Like this. We're making contact with them right now.
No, I don't mean like this.
Like direct, actual
Yeah.
contact.
Physical contact.
Yeah. How do we make physical contact? All.
Open the door.
Well,
I guess the question is what door, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Is it what door or where is the door?
Which door? Sort of covers both.
Yeah. Which door?
Yeah, sure. Which door?
Yeah. Okay. Which door?
The door.
Fuck, God. Piece of shit.
Wick is gonna like duck off to the side. Lathyar, what is this about a door?
Give me an intelligence check with Lathiar's intelligence mod.
Okay. Let me see if I could do that from the sheet here.
You might not be able to, I don't know. That might be something I have to go in and configure.
Yeah, I have rolls for... I have skill rolls for medicine, arcana, history, investigation, and... no, I don't. Effects? No.
And check. It's
Yeah, just roll a d20 at 7.
I'll roll a d20 plus...
Plus 7.
Plus 7, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll
proficiency.
consider it one of the proficient skills.
$11. Fuck.
Okay. I am not completely certain. My apologies.
Must be more philosophy at work. Alright, enough about the door.
that was the last question, wasn't it?
No, you got one more.
Oh, okay.
That really threw me. I'm having some trouble thinking of another.
Maybe where is the door?
Yes, fine.
Okay. Where is the door?
At the end. And the light begins to kind of fade, and Chipper, I need you to make a wisdom save.
Oh.
Fuck you.
It's with my +5, but
Okay. Wisdom. Oh, no. Wisdom saving throw. +5. Sorry, just still trying to get this going. 21.
Okay. Okay, you fail.
Oh.
Okay.
A DC above 21.
You don't
Is
notice
a plane.
any particular, like, you feel like something probes into your mind for a second, and you can't get your mental guard up fast enough, but beyond that, there's no adverse effect.
Somebody just had a little reach around in my brain. Somebody just gave my brain the reach around.
yes, when you contact the collective plane, it does sort of open the doorway for one of them to slip in. That's not great.
Wick is like tapping his foot in irritation. Blasted, I'm a soldier, not a poet. Ugh.
Now, it is not a spell that I have, but it is a spell that exists, and a spell that I can learn that can help us, move to different planes of existence. I know of its existence. Matt, I don't know if I know of its existence. I know of its existence out of character. But I believe planar shift might be the answer.
And planeswalking is like a known thing, generally speaking.
Yeah.
There is a spell that
We-
allows you to
we've-
do such.
We've talked about other planes and traveling. We even found a fork that would allow us to phase shift, dimension shift to the aquatic plane,
Yeah,
or whatever
plane
the
of
fuck it
water.
was. That's yeah. So yeah, that's like known to us,
Yeah.
kinda.
Now, I don't know
Um,
where I'd find such a spell. It is a very powerful spell, but I mean, it is something that we can learn. Well, I can learn.
We
You will-
will have to perform some kind of excursion eventually to acquire a new gear.
Certainly,
priority
we'll
right
keep.
Now, the other thing, even if I did have plane shift as a spell, it does require, like the fork that we had before, the water fork, it will require a fork attuned to Mechanus.
Just looks at Wick.
I-
That perhaps could be arranged.
Yes.
We can even manually attune it to Mechanus if we have things that are, already.
Wick looks over at the engine of the ship.
It might be able to be forged from that. But again, this is not urgent, correct? This is not something that needs to happen immediately. This is it's a future endeavor, correct?
Tertiary at best, yes.
I'm just throwing ideas out. Yeah.
Yeah, how many months have passed exactly since we were given that 1 year deadline on the airship?
About.
Two?
Actually, closer to 3.
Closer to 3, right? That's not that bad. We had 9 months. That's workable. Well, failing anything else, I think we jump forward to Cirrus waking up.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
You guys turn in. Everybody gets a long rest. Are you sleeping in Lamalios or Bjergsen?
That's where Cirrus is right now. So yeah. I mean, Rack is. Everyone else is welcome to do whatever the fuck they want, but
Well,
have
no,
to
we should
reconvene.
stick together for this.
Yeah.
Right.
It's muy importante.
Absolutely. So you all sleep in Lamalios, and come the morning, you are all awakened again, including Cirrus, who is no longer insane.
Oh,
You're feeling gorgeous.
I feel like I was looking at something I wasn't supposed to.
And saying things you should never say.
Oh. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
No need to
You
apologize.
tried
You
your,
didn't do
you
anything.
tried your best.
I can try. I can try again.
That's what I was gonna get to. You have to try your best again today.
Okay.
Only if you're up to it.
No, I am. As he says this, his eyes are welling up with tears, but he looks determined, as much as a little guy can be.
Can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
As it is a ritual spell, is that if I help him set it up, right? Can I assist him at least any sort of bonuses in that check, or are we?
Not
What is
really.
that?
Unfortunately,
Okay, oh,
no.
No, okay. I just want to help. Look, I just want to help.
Actually, what we could, if we really want to fucking juice it, Hilga, I believe, can give you bardic inspiration.
Oh,
Yeah?
yeah, that could be helpful.
So,
Fucking class levels?
she's got a couple of class features.
Yeah, she's an NPC stat block that has Bardic Inspiration. So yeah, she can give you
Okay.
Bardic Inspiration. You track her down. She's more than willing to help.
Yeah.
Tight.
So
Cool.
that'll give you an additional D6
Nice.
as you
Okay.
you are settling into Casted Hill.
Yep.
Right.
Can
Anyone else want to do it?
do I also get to hold Rack's hand during this? Like,
Oh yeah, no, I'm with you.
okay.
I would like to hold.
You get to +5.
Can I hold your knees?
Only in spirit.
Cirrus, you can do this. If nothing else, you're an incredibly sympathetic figure.
Well,
Th- Thank you.
somebody go ahead and roll that D20 plus 4 plus 5 plus a D6.
Does anyone else want to do it? Because I fucked it up last time.
No, I believe in your hand-holding abilities.
All right. $14.
One off.
Okay.
Identical to yesterday.
Damn.
So, for the record, long rest doesn't mean a whole day. We can do this in the morning, knock him out, and do this again in 8 hours.
In the afternoon, yeah, in 8 hours. It's just 8 hours
Right.
of rest.
Yeah.
Just
At 4
Is it
p.m.
time for the chokehold again?
Immediately.
does he say anything new this time around? Maybe.
It is all the same.
It's all the same.
like the light is so bright I can't see anything else.
Oh, Amir got him this time. Hell yeah.
Oh.
An anime like body blow that knocks him out instantly.
Yeah.
Is this considered like strange and unusual punishment?
It's
A little bit.
yeah.
If only because this is a self-imposed restriction. The spell says nothing about needing something to like focus on or some connection to the other being. You can just contact someone that you know about.
Yeah.
As far as Chipper could do it. We have decided it's best if Cirrus does it.
Yes, we're doing it for character reasons, though.
I think if he blows it one more time, we'll have Chipper give it a shot.
Yeah.
So, wait
I
8
don't want to take
hours.
this character moment away from Sirius, you know?
Neither
That's the
do
main
I.
thing.
Agreed.
Okay.
Is he wearing the helmet to make him smart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tiara, yeah. That's why it's a +4. Wait, are warlocks proficiency? No, I guess that
No.
wouldn't be.
It's charisma and wisdom.
whatever. All right.
Mm.
So wait another 8 hours. Wake them up. Try again.
Yep.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Does anyone else want to roll this?
Brutal. Please, somebody roll.
No. It's so much funnier you rolling it. I love it
Wait, you want me to do Rich?
Why are you doing this?
because it's
Another
funny.
nat one. Another nat one.
Someone else roll it this time.
I'll roll.
Oh, nope, 16.
No.
That's a success.
Oh, yeah.
By the
Yeah.
skin of his
It's my
teeth,
skin.
Sirius is able to make contact. As
That's
the light
another one.
floods out of his eyes and he begins to float. Oh god, Sandy just put in the chat, Chipper, do the communion or we'll make Sirius do it again.
Oh, that's
Really
too,
good.
Yeah, that's too real. That's too close to reality.
But, Sirius, you have 5 questions as you feel this light that has blinded you for 2 days now.
Number one.
Finally,
His
finally
eyeballs are like
recede
singed.
enough that you can make contact.
Okay. Atropus will destroy both of our worlds and your people. Will you help us?
There is a pregnant pause before you feel this kind of warmth trail up your spine, almost kind of reaching out and caressing your cheek. Why?
Mm. That's a really that's a good question. I mean, like, we know that Atropus does the raise the dead thing, and is gonna do a lot more stuff that's bad and not good. Do we know anything else of what's gonna happen?
It's gonna destroy everything, including the Fey realm.
Gonna suck
Yeah.
this planet dry of all life and then move on to the next.
Okay. Cool.
Could you perhaps ask Oberon if they would remain indifferent if their children were to perish?
Okay.
Light.
Yeah, okay. Would you remain indifferent when Atropus comes and sucks the life out of all realms, including yours and your life?
Well, yeah, never mind. Go ahead.
This time the kind of path of the warmth trails down and actually kind of like you feel it lift your chin almost up towards the sun. It will not.
It will. Oh.
Are the Fey realms safe from Atropus's touch?
Yeah,
Are
okay.
you asking for Cirrus to ask that, or are you just asking that to
I'm
everyone here?
suggesting it as a question.
Okay, yeah.
Get up if you want.
Yeah, okay. Are the Feywilds safe from Atropus?
This time, kind of tilts you. This warmth turns you kind of in the direction of where the woods that comprise the grove would be. Gates can shut.
And a dab bad Verbron.
Oh.
And walls can be knocked down.
That's not a question.
I'm aware. It is the setup to one.
It's a satisfying repartee, though.
Hmm. We only have 2 questions left, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we find something about a branch?
I mean, we're trying to convince him to give us the branch.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
But
But
we asked if he would help, and he's not. We need to get him to agree to help before we ask for the help.
Could we?
Yeah.
get
Maybe-
to-
I would say, what can we offer to get this branch?
Well, it has to be a yes or no question.
No, it
It
doesn't.
does not have to be
No,
a
it
yes
We've
or
been
no
asked
question.
plenty of non-yes or no questions.
They just usually
But
give very short responses. They can't give you like. I don't think it's can't. I think they're just unwilling to give like full answers.
yeah.
Can we seek
Okay.
an audience with them so that we can change their mind?
Plead our case.
Oh, yeah.
But
Okay.
have a branch in order to
Yes. Okay.
do so.
The branch will be retroactive, so if we go to them and they give us the branch, then when we come out, we'll be okay.
Yeah.
So the question isn't, can we have a branch to talk about this? Because we haven't gotten them to agree
Agreed.
that this is a problem. They don't care yet.
Yeah. Okay.
How do we
So
make them care?
we'll ask. Can we ask? We'll ask for an audience, I guess. Is that the agreed upon idea?
I don't think that will help. What I'm saying is, we are still in the phase of negotiations of let us come negotiate in person at all. They don't have a vested interest in engaging in this. We need to make them realize that they're not immune, that they will be affected.
Yeah. I mean, like if I'm assuming if Atropos doesn't get stopped, it'll come for like everything, right?
But he's saying that it won't because he's just gonna close the door.
Yeah, but
The
He's
gate-
the what I'm saying is the Feywild still exists in a place, and Atropos will probably find it, right, at some point.
And he's saying no, it won't. He disagrees.
He fundamentally disagrees with that notion. My thing is,
Or at the very least, at his part. Well,
my question would be to him at least, is, you know, there's a reason why the Feywild is connected to this mortal plane in the first place. Either they like it here, or they, you know, they have a vested interest, at least to some degree, of being
True.
somewhat attached to the mortal plane. Where are they going if the mortal plane isn't here anymore? You know, where's Plan B for them? You know.
Well, the plane's not going to be gone. It's just going to be full of dead guys.
Yeah, but that's the same as it's being connected to a dead plane. Like, I don't think that's what they necessarily want either, to be connected to a dead plane.
I don't know. We've really got to think about this because we're 4 questions in and we failed to establish a bargaining position.
3. We're 3.
3? Okay.
Yeah,
Still
we
not
have
great.
4 questions left.
But you know what I mean is the fact that they have at least some attachment to mortals of this plane. Right?
Yeah.
And it is still a loss to them if this is a fucking dead rock that they're now attached to, or when they open the gate again, that there's not, you know, the gate opens to fucking nothing.
I think that this part comes down to our two Fae characters of why do the Fae care about the rest of the material plane? Or why might they? Because if they don't think that there's a danger, that was kind of our main point. So it's either convince them that they are in danger, or convince them that the rest of the world ending, even if they're safe, is still not good for them.
It's still a
There are
bummer.
two options.
Yeah. What do you think, Amir?
I was not expecting to be brought into this suddenly.
Central.
I have no thoughts had empty. I could negotiate with my court, but I don't even know if they consider me alive anymore.
I'm gonna try and pull. Bringing up your court is interesting. You want to try and pull rank? You want to try and fucking negotiate from the stance of being royalty in a Western court? Like, would that mean anything to Oberon?
I would be happy to, but I'm a
But would that
fairy
mean anything to Oberon?
No, because I'm a fairy in the lower courts, which aren't even like the high court of seasons, not
no.
below that. What would he
So
care?
he does not give a shit that you're here. That who the fuck you are.
I can guarantee Matt would say, so?
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Yeah, that
It
seems
is-
to be where this
okay.
is.
It is worth
Ag.
noting.
Fucking.
Mhm.
Yeah, but
Your conversation with
hint.
the Oberon seems to be coming more from a place of aloofness than indifference.
We might not know.
Oh.
You might just be saying like, oh, nothing can happen to me. I'm Oberon. The Feywild's like deals with everything.
So
Well, does him closing the gates actually save the Feywild? Does it?
So to be clear, Nikki, Oberon is not in control of the entire grove. He has his
I
own
know.
part of the grove secreted away. I don't think he would close the entire grove. I think he would close his part of it.
How about there are Fey
Playing
outside
in
the
a plane.
grove? There are Fey outside the grove who are fearful of the world ending. Would you be willing to listen to them?
Hmm.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Or I should have muted. My bad.
Is there? So do we know if the Feywilds actually is going to get destroyed? You know?
We don't actually.
Technically, we don't. I think it is a safe assumption.
Yeah.
If Mechanus was destroyed, I don't think the Shimmering, the Somerset Grove, is more powerful or better protected than an entire planet plane.
Yeah, Mechanus is like a weird case because if I remember the explanation correctly, it was kind of like extruded out into the material world like the glass moon is.
No, Mechanus was its own plane. It was like a world.
And it got destroyed by
yeah.
a trope.
Planet plane.
Yeah.
It would get fucked then.
It was a,
Oh yeah, we totally
a
get fucked.
plane that had spaceships that were
Yeah.
sent. Oh, okay, that's
Yeah, they
weird.
crossed the astral sea.
I feel like
Right.
planet plane is pretty concise here.
Yeah.
The way that the Grove occupies a physical space, but is also its own sort of weird plane. Mechanus was a planet and also planar.
Right. Okay.
Maybe
So
we can say like, hey, look, fucking Mechanus didn't
Right.
survive it. Are you going
Do
to
you think
bet
he'll survive
your? Yeah. Are you gonna like put those odds against?
bigger,
bet on these
cooler
odds?
planes have fallen. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely. I like that argument.
I still feel like it's going to be met with a so.
Maybe, but Matt's hint here is that it's aloofness, which implies
That he's
either
not.
ignorance or confidence. So destroying either is helpful.
Okay.
But how do
Um,
we put that as a question?
Do you think that you are in a better position than all of Mechanus, which also fell to Atropus, something along those lines.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the question.
It's rhetorical, but it's a question.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to be rhetorical because his answer is either yes or no. Do you think that you were in a better
Right.
position than?
Yeah. Okay.
Means he has to think about it, though.
Yeah.
Do you think that you are in a better position than all of Mechanus?
Was destroyed.
When it too fell
Which
to
was destroyed
Atropus.
by Atropus.
Ah, good question.
There is another pregnant pause before your chin kind of is tilted one way. What is Mechanus?
There it is.
Ooh, it is
Ah.
Mechanus.
Exactly.
Okay.
Do you get to answer the question without
Nope.
it consuming a question? No? Okay.
So you have one question left.
Okay. Ooh.
I,
Okay.
I personally think it should be that there are Fae outside that worry about this and see it as a credible threat. Can we meet with you to change your mind or something?
A bid is going to be a little sort of similar at the end there. The idea of there is much about the world in Atropus that you do not know. Can we meet safely? Can you offer your protection so we can meet and discuss this more? Something along those lines.
Okay.
Start with because you don't know what Mechanus is, you don't know what we're even dealing with.
What you're dealing
Yeah.
with, yeah.
Cause for concern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That kind of
I
works.
can
And
agree
if
with.
it doesn't, we can just call him up again. It's risk. There's still the risk, but we can keep badgering
Maybe
him.
Again?
We want to contact you about your car's extended warranty.
We want to
I can
contact you about your
contact him the
plane's
second
extended
time, yeah.
warranty.
Yeah, just sick chipper on him.
Hi, I'd
my
like to
gosh.
tell you all about Mechanus.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yes, come in.
When Chipper is attached to the hip with Rack, she can't fail, and it's a ritual. She can cast it as much as she fucking
Yeah,
wants.
I can fucking annoy the ever-living dog shit out of him for the rest of time. This is the
Verona,
threat.
come to bargain.
Well, you can bother him for approximately 4 casts before he kills you.
I think I only have 4 of those leveled spell slots anyway,
it's
so
a
I'd have to
ritual.
sleep. Oh, never
It's a
mind. I could do
ritual,
this.
dude.
I could do this forever. Never mind.
Until he kills you, yes.
Until he kills you. Okay.
Chicken
So-
for anything.
So, OMG, you don't know about Mechanus? Can we come over and talk, please? Is that what we're going with?
Yeah.
And
It's
if
Okay.
basically
anyone
like
has anything else,
Since you don't know about Mechanus, can we come over for a sleepover?
maybe imply that him not knowing about Mechanus is like the reason that we are concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As in like the reason you don't know about Mechanus is because of Atropus. I think you should learn about this credible threat and let us over to come hang out, bro.
Oh, you don't
And
know
if you
about
don't-
Mechanus? Clearly you don't own an air fryer.
I think that really should be the play, legit.
Yeah,
It's
it's
basically-
along those lines.
Yeah, we're
it doesn't have to
bullying
be.
a
It doesn't have to. It doesn't have to be in these words, but something along the lines of Mechanus is a plane that Atropus destroyed, and the fact that you do not know that is very concerning and should be alleviated if at all possible. Could you extend your hospitality or protection to us so we can discuss this further? Roughly that idea, yeah?
I think
Yeah.
that's good.
I'm not sure to fit in the plane bit, but. Because it has to be one sentence, right?
Give me a run-on sentence.
There's a fucking semicolon in there.
A big
Yeah,
old book.
dude, we could use some Oxford commas, dude.
Okay. Mechanus is a plane that was destroyed by, what the fuck? How do I fucking forget the name while I'm talking about this?
Atropus. It's fine. Everything's fine. Nothing's on fire.
Mechanus is a plane that was entirely destroyed by Atropus. The fact that you don't know is cause for great concern. May we come and seek audience with you under your protection?
May we be granted a branch to
Oh yeah.
to do so?
May we be granted a branch to seek audience with you safely?
I would like somebody to make a persuasion check for Sirius.
Oh yeah, I'm good at these. I'm just a little guy.
I was
He
gonna say.
has a plus 10 modifier.
1d20 plus
Well,
10.
what?
1d20 plus
Oh,
10.
do I also get the thing from Vrac?
Well, what were you gonna
No,
say?
that's for saves.
It's for
Oh,
saves,
safe, okay.
Yeah, 1d20 plus 10, right?
Yeah. Is that what you're gonna ask, Christina? Or like, who's rolling?
Yeah. Amir.
Okay,
for
what were you
face
gonna say,
stuff.
Christina?
For some reason, I thought it was a check made by somebody else, but my brain is like, oh, right. Sloth isn't at his computer.
Yeah.
Never mind. Hey!
Okay.
Hey.
What is it?
22.
Nice.
That's pretty good. It's
There
God, but
is-
it's pretty good.
Another pause before the voice answers again, and this time you feel this kind of... You feel the warmth on your cheeks this time before you hear the last answer. A single word. Duck. And I need somebody to make a dexterity saving throw for Sirius.
All right,
I'll do it.
Amir,
I'll do
I
it.
think that's you.
Yeah, no, Amir.
Okay, yeah. You go.
Who's doing it? Who's doing it?
You, Amir did the int. You do the dex.
So
Okay,
Sirius's dex save is +3, +5 for being near Vrac.
Cool.
Is it all one
1d20.
word after slow?
1d20 plus 8.
1d.
/ roll space 1d20 plus 8.
Okay.
Let me eat shit. Come on.
Oh,
You eat
no.
shit, alright.
Hey, Rich. Do you have a thing
Yeah.
where you can use your reaction to like move your shield in between someone else?
11 is not going to be
No.
enough. Or 12 is not going to be enough.
I
Yeah.
don't.
So,
That's a different thing.
What? I'm
Ow.
sorry.
Yeah, it's the other shield feat. Okay, I just thought I'd ask because this would be a good time.
Interception.
Sirius takes 11 points of radiant damage as a bolt of light screams out from the sun and strikes him like dead in the chest, knocking him over. But as he falls, a little stump of wood clatters to the ground in front of him.
Ah.
Nice.
We did it.
Okay,
Cool,
that's kind of cute.
Cool.
On
Yeah, it's
closer
amazing.
inspection, it is this tangled little gnarl of wood that is like almost a golden bark that is wrapped around a kind of circular stone with a hole through the middle that Sirius and Amir would recognize immediately as lockstones, which are ways by which you can travel directly to a court when you are entering the grove, or can be used at certain nexuses within the grove to transport to certain courts. Presumably,
Damn.
this is a lockstone to the Court of Light.
That rolls.
Oh boy.
Love that.
Did not get a
I
branch though.
heal Sirius for the 11.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He's just like, no, you're not taking a scenic route. You go here now.
Yeah, you know,
And-
valid. Incredibly valid.
As this arrow of light impacts with this, Sirius, you almost think you hear a little laughter.
I mean,
What a bastard.
they grabbed
It's
his
classic
cheek.
spay fuckery, yeah.
So we did
Not
not get
the
a branch,
face
right?
suck.
It is not a lifewood branch. It is just a
No.
lockstone.
Yeah.
But the question
It's a good step
was, the question was a little muddled, but it was like, can we have audience with you under your protection and
Yeah.
get a time tree branch for it? So now the answer is essentially kind of, we can talk about it. I'm not giving you the
Fuck around and find out.
time
Come
Yeah.
time
through.
tree yet.
Yeah, yeah,
Come through, Queen. Come through.
Okay. Huge.
Yeah.
You're serious. You're struck. Have we failed?
Oh, no, I think that was good, overall.
Oh,
Honestly, it was one of the better, interactions I've had with, the High Court.
Here's to many more good interactions with them. Also, I'm gonna heal you now.
Thank you.
Extra from whatever attracted.
just a little more.
I didn't leave any healing for you to do. But you just punched him and he felt good about it.
You did
That's
acupressure.
what we want.
Yeah. Acupuncture.
That's
Right.
good.
That's my piercing. That's my piercing cestus now. Thanks.
It's good. All right. We contacted all the planes we wanted to contact and got some good info.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
It is mid-evening at this point.
I suppose we ought to finish preparing for our journey then.
Should
Yes, we
we?
can.
Sorry.
We can
Not
leave
intended.
in the morrow.
So, how does this work? Where do we enter from?
Anywhere, really.
Anywhere in proximity to the grove?
Probably.
Grove is relatively close. I think it's considered.
Consider this block to be like a key to a path.
Yes.
Okay, so let's like get the cart ready, get whatever horses or lumen we're taking, hitch them up, all that, get rations, and any other supplies we might think we might need. We should probably get a gift for Oberon. That's like a diplomacy thing. What oh boy, what Oberon want?
My tokens that I got from the festival.
Yeah?
It'll be coming up to my genderless parent and being like, hey, look what I want outside. You can have it. Got it for you." I am exploded.
Should we give him a gun?
Fucking God.
I think
Guns are
like,
cool.
hey, he's like a fairy king that likes, we just saw he liked messing with Cirrus a little bit, pulling pranks. Little kids like shooting guns.
Shooting someone dead is not a prank, Rich.
No, obviously.
I just
But,
say it's
like,
just a
Hey,
prank,
it might
bro.
be though.
Gods don't need guns to kill people. The gun is just a fucking noisemaker at that point.
Hey,
It's a
Matt.
novelty.
You're getting sentenced to death by one of the Archfey, and you're expecting like a guillotine or some magic light. He just pulls out a Glock.
It's 11 o'clock.
Here now.
Yes,
Deep
serious.
So
incantations.
I'm assuming there's like talk about the Oberon as like a, as people are to do about like kings and like spreading rumors and shit. Is there any like thing that does it like Cirrus or Emir kind of know anything about Oberon? Like, oh, he likes shooting guns or some shit like that.
Lex trinkets.
What are his interests?
There are a lot of conflicting rumors.
Mm.
Doubt I would have met him personally.
The big thing about it, the Oberon was at one point the archfey of some court, but nobody remembers which. When that Archfey ascended to becoming Oberon, everything about them was completely forgotten and was instead supplanted by the fact that Oberon is there now. So
Interesting.
nobody really knows anything about the Oberon in any court that anybody knows of. I mean, it's possible that some of the Archfey from the Courts of Seasons, like the oldest two in the Courts of Seasons, Sylvan of the Spring Court or Olderscoin of the Winter Court, might know things about the Oberon, possibly only because they're directly under him or them. But beyond that, nobody knows, and they certainly don't talk about it.
Huh. So we have not much to go on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
We also
Yeah.
have a problem.
Oh, yeah.
Sierra Cinnamon made a contract near the start of when she arrived to be returned to the Western Court. When she steps into the Feywild, she's probably just going to beeline straight there without much, choice. Because of said contract.
It's possible that an Archfey's invitation is more powerful than that.
Matt?
It's very possible, especially since you have the Lockstone to the Court of Light.
Yeah. There is,
Okay.
no precedent for it as well, because there's no real lockstone for the Court of Light, so having one be made for you is like, holy shit, once in a lifetime, so I guess.
Yeah.
So hey, I got here's 3 things we have in our inventory right now that he might like. A puzzle box,
Ooh, he'd like that.
a shield of expression,
Ooh. What does that
and
do?
Vane's horn. Vane gave Tup his horn, and it's like a nice one. The shield of expression is a shield that has a face on it, and the face can change expressions. You can make the face like you as a bonus action you control the face and can make it look like something else. That's like a silly thing he might like.
And
We've been looking for a way to do something with this. We do still have the Tome of Clear Thought, and this guy can definitely live long enough to make use of it.
What
If
is
you
Throwing
wanna
out another idea.
put that up, it's a solid idea.
what is
Also-
the Tome of Clear Thought?
It's a +2 to int. Past the cap.
Oh.
There are items that are basically special books that can give you +2 to a stat past the cap if you like. So if you're at 8 int and you read it, you get 10 int and could get to 22, but you're still just at 10. And they refresh every 100 years.
100 years.
And Skipper bought one at a weird magic shop in a pirate town.
And then
we
we
used
definitely spent
gold.
all the. Yeah,
Used cursed gold to buy it, and then the pirates
Because-
didn't care that he had the money, and they taxed him. You were there for that, Slav. But yeah, it's a special book, and in 100 years, it'll make you smarter.
Yeah.
And time is weird in the Somerset Grove, so it's also possible, Skipper, you could set the book down, come back, pick it up, fucking refresh. I don't know.
Ooh, do I want 24 in?
Someone else would use it, but that's obviously fucking shenanigans. That Matt probably wouldn't allow.
Matt, would you allow me
Regardless.
to have 24 in?
Fuck around and find out.
All right, well, let's fuck around at least, and we'll get around to the second part. Yeah, I mean, if you want to offer that up, yeah, you might like it. I don't know how much fairies value intelligence, but He might.
I thought it was more charisma that they loved. It was the
They are charismatic.
yeah.
I don't know. We also have a dead elephant tadpole in a jar and a bunch of weird dice. He might like those. So let's just put all this weird shit in a pile, and that's our gift bag.
Oh my god.
What else are we going to do with a set of polyhedral dice that have 9, 13, 25, and 34 sides, respectively?
I feel like you might like that, yeah.
Right?
Weird, non-Euclidean mathematical esoterica. Yeah, that seems like his speed.
Well, are you guys preparing all of this stuff in Lemalios, or are you going back to Bjergton to get stuff off the ship, or...?
Feel like we...
I think we kind of started getting everything ready at Lemalia's just because Somerset Grove's right there.
A lot of this, yeah. We will get stuff off the ship and then come back to Lemalia's.
Okay.
And we'll either stop by to say, hey, Drow, we're going to go to the fucking Feywild. We got this special key. Or we'll just do ascending. He's probably busy.
Absolutely. As you guys are in Bjergton, the mood today on the 3rd, as you're kind of coming back around dinner time, is incredibly busy. There are a lot of soldiers in kind of rushed groups moving around, and the docks are incredibly active.
Oh boy.
Similarly, the mood at Dralazar's office is very busy, but nobody stops you if you see yourselves up.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys see yourselves into Dralazar's office, and for once he doesn't look exhausted. In fact, he almost looks excited when you all enter.
Okay, what happened?
Prakaram. Friends. Hello.
Hello. You're looking quite well, Dralazar.
Yes, there's been a turn.
In what respect?
Well, I spoke with the Seat of Dusktide yesterday, and I did not expect them to be so quick to act. They sent some 200 of their Tidewalkers, I believe they called it, in addition to 2 more of their kind.
2 of the seats are here.
Not here. The Empire's been completely driven back from the North Compass.
Damn!
And in fact, the naval detachment that had been sieging has been all but destroyed.
Is that good or bad? Or...
That's really good.
It is a major strategic victory for us.
Indeed. I believe it was the Seat of Moonlight and the Seat of the Noon Sun that they deployed, and both made swift work of a number of sailing vessels and hardened targets.
And they don't fuck around.
Indeed.
They had experience dealing with aggressive naval boats. Excellent.
Combined with a detachment that's come up from Tharsis, we're in position to begin planning an assault on Stavarios. We may be able to bring the war to the Empire. But I'm sure that's not what you've come here to discuss.
No, but I'm quite glad we did discuss it.
The timing is also somewhat fortuitous. We've discerned a way into the Feywilds.
Oh, wonderful.
Specifically, we will be meeting with one Oberon to try to sway him to our side and grant us the special branch that will keep us from being waylaid for several centuries.
Of course. If it works, that's wonderful. We may be able to use something like that to maneuver troops without without some of the historical problems the Empire's faced in that regard.
Additionally, rather, they would be an ideal candidate for storming Isildur if it is under this magical sleep.
Yes, of course. If we're able to add even more allies to our fold, that makes our chances of at least establishing a foothold in Stavarios that much better. Or even Prashant.
Have you considered landing on Shadowmarch?
I have not. Admittedly, I've only been back a few times since my induction. But
if Stavarios cannot be captured, that might be. I had considered it before learning that Stavarios was even a potential target. It would be a much better position, but a dual assault, a pincer, might be not uncalled for.
Indeed.
Regardless. It is even more important that we awaken Isildur.
Of course.
We were in contact with Emperor Vandigan.
I see.
He is bound in Isildur, or rather bound by a throne in Isildur, I assume. The capital as a whole, the Quarry foothold. So if we can topple that, he said he would be able to help with Atropos.
Well,
a sizable ally.
Yes, that's... I'm quite fortunate I've received a good bit of positive news today, then.
Does that not bode ill for anyone? Like, we contact the Archfey of the Somerset Grove, and suddenly, on the other side, things are going suddenly well?
Well, we did just make allies with another nation that completely changed the tide of our war, so that makes sense.
Yes,
Things
the
are going
culmination
well. Kind of the
of our
whole point.
efforts for the past several months.
I am just superstitious, I'm sorry.
It's quite alright.
Good to be on guard.
Indeed. The tide is finally turning. We've been fighting defensively since they came around the mountains, and we may be able to begin taking our own steps back across.
I beg of you, though, you must not advance on the capital until we've secured immunity to the Quarry's sleep.
Of course, I wouldn't dream of it.
I worry circumstances may compel you. There's no telling how long we may be in there.
Well, yes, but if all goes as planned, we will not be in there but for a moment out here.
Very little has ever gone as planned.
Well, At the very least, we can transition this from a defensive war to an active operation. If you are to go in and if you are able to secure us more allies in the residents of the Grove, I know not even of what allies we may gain there, but if you are successful, we can begin Operation Headsman. The protracted assault on the quarry in the capital to free and unite our peoples, this alliance against Atropos. I would dare to feel confident about this. Keep the sun at your back, my friends.
You as well.
Yes.
Wouldn't that burn it?
Now more than ever, we must make haste.
Right. Preparations will likely be settled in a few coming hours. We will head out at first light. Perhaps a day's travel. Expect to hear from me soon.
Of course.
And we'll, if no one else wants to interject, we'll wrap up over to Ramalios. Take the Tylenol. Quick, just had the thought. Matt will buy a bunch of fucking rations and food and drink and all that. That's, it's fine. Quick thought.
Mm-hmm.
Should we invite Air Shack?
Why would we invite Air Shack?
I feel like this might be his jam.
But he's chilling doing horticulture.
Well, he's in Druid Town, right?
Yes, that's pretty far south.
Oh, we have teleport.
And he's not like a druid, he's just doing fucking botany.
He's
To be
not
fair,
not like a druid.
now the thing I would like to state is that, like, Rack is right that, like, we do have teleport now. Places are never that far away.
Yeah. We've been to the location before, and we know Air Shack very well. It'd be fine. It'd be easy to teleport to him.
Yeah.
I mean, fair, but I mean, the Feywild's not necessarily the safest of places.
Oh, of
Not
course
to-
No,
not
it's very
to-
dangerous.
Not to diss on Urshak at all. I mean, he's probably also busy still trying to rehabilitate more gnolls.
Hey, look, hey, he's a ranger, and he's in on
Maybe-
this positivity nature shit. This is the place for it. I figured I'd throw it out there.
Well, we could ask him first and see if he wants to come before we waste a teleport.
I didn't think we would just show up. We have sending. He has a pebble even that we don't even need to use a slot. We can just send to him. I don't know, it's out of character. It's like, Air Shack went like the Fae Wilds. I don't know. Just throwing it out there.
I'm not
Told
against
us
the idea.
in no small terms, he was quite content. But there's no harm in asking, I suppose.
So let's just pop a sending on over to him and just be like, hey, we're gonna go into the Feywild, into the Grove. You want to hang out? You want to come?
Okay.
That's all.
Yeah, you
Doesn't have to
use
be a whole thing. He can say no.
Yeah, you use the sending stone. You call down, ask him, and
how you doing? What's up?
Yeah.
How are the kids? Grove?
A couple minutes pass, and eventually he responds. My apologies, I was preoccupied. Unfortunately, we've had some issues recently with the dead rising again. Gednal and I have been rather busy. Bring me some interesting stories, please.
Alright, yeah.
But unfortunately, he is unable. But you guys are able to get in another long rest before you head out. And come the morning, you make your way into the grove. The lockstone to the Court of Light, held tight in hand. And that's where we're going to go ahead and end for tonight.
Ooh.
Yay.
Okay, I did want to ask this in character, but I suppose we could just say we covered it on the way there. What are the rules exactly? Because I know there's rules.
Don't give him your name.
Right, the name's one thing. Don't accept, like, food or drink, I think?
My
Is there another one?
suggestion, aside from the names thing, just completely forget a lot of like popular conceptions of the Feywild.
Gotcha.
Okay. Alright.
Sure.
Isn't the other one like don't owe any of the Fae anything? Don't
Make any
don't-
deals?
Yeah, don't make any fucking deals that you.
But we're going there to make a deal.
I know.
With the big one though,
Like,
that's different.
Yeah, it's different.
And if that-
Don't just like talk to someone and be like, just agree to something he asks. Don't
Yeah.
flippantly agree to it. We're
And
sitting
if
there to
that deal-
negotiate.
All proposals have been rendered unacceptable.
If that
Sorry,
deal
what were you
goes
saying, Amir?
bad or south, then we can just, I don't know, reinstate a new puppet. I mean,
Oh no! If that deal goes south, we need to steal a piece of that tray.
Yeah, where it becomes a covert ops.
I don't know. What if someone just came over on it for fun? Oh,
Good luck.
That deal is not allowed to go south.
Yeah. If the deal goes south, it becomes a covert ops mission, and we're getting the fuck out of here
yeah.
Exactly.
Metal
with the
Grove
tree branch,
solid.
whether they like it or not.
Ooh, that was pretty good. That's pretty good, Dig.
But, alas, we will be back next week. Thank you all for coming out and watching the stream. And, does anybody have any legally dubious things they want to say before we cut out?
Grabs your cheeks, duck.
Fuck the police.
Fuck the police. Good enough.
Damn,
Hey,
they've
Kevin.
never heard that one before.
It's in a church. Doesn't matter which one.
I'm gonna go fucking heat up this lasagna because it's still frozen in the middle, so I'm gonna go fucking reheat that shit.
That's
Yeah,
our
this is
message.
reminding me of
That's our
spaghetti.
message for the night.
Look at
Heat up your lasagna. Good
Re-
night.
Yeah.
Reheat your lasagna. Because, you know, like,